All right, time to bring in the 12 Sports team for a 12 Sports triple threat. Lita, we'll start with you. Plain and simple, is everything the Suns promised us, is it moving in the right direction?
Plain and simple, yes. What Brian Gregory and Matt Ishbia told us last summer is really coming into fruition, and it's refreshing to see that. They wanted grit, they wanted alignment, right? And it really seemed like Jordan Ott was able to get this team, this franchise, back in alignment. However, I am concerned that the trend of falling flat in the fourth quarter was really a microcosm of how this season played out, falling flat after the All-Star break. So that is something that this team, whether it's the personnel, the personalities, the rotations, has to be figured out. I don't really know how they will add to this roster, but I'm not mad at them running it back because continuity is something that this team needs. Devin Booker especially needs. This is just the second time in his career that he'll have a coach for 2 consecutive seasons. The last time that happened, they were competing for an NBA championship, and so that's refreshing to see. But I think that what the front office promised us last season is working out. Jake, did you like what you saw from the Suns this year?
Yeah, and I'll echo what you said. I love it when a front office actually keeps its word because so often what we hear from them is just lip service. But this one actually went out and did the things it said it was going to do. And what were those things? It was bringing a team that played tough, that played energetic, that the fans could be proud of. And I think all of those things came true this year. This front office also likes its catchphrases. So they go from alignment last season to continuity this offseason. So I would expect them to stick true to their word there and not blow the entire thing up. The Suns are definitely headed in the right direction. I think a few tweaks here or there, but nothing massive is what they'll do this offseason, and it's what they should do as well.
Gosh, guys, it's so refreshing, the continuity part. Like, it's what sometimes teams need to keep moving in that right direction. We live in such a world where players, front office, they want results like now. Sometimes just being patient is the way to go and letting the young core develop. Lina, you mentioned like the leads in the fourth quarter. Like, just imagine Rasheer Fleming coming back next year, having a little chip on his shoulder from just getting a little bit of a playoff taste, right? And his motivation moving into the season.
Yes.
Then you got a guy like Kaman Malawach, who's probably going to compete for a starting job. Will they keep Mark Williams? Probably at the right price. You bring back guys that hustle and you keep guys healthy, and all of a sudden that gap in the fourth quarter, it starts to close. And maybe the Suns jump to a 50-win team. Keep this group together. Don't make any drastic moves because we've seen the opposite. We've seen what happens. They don't have the future, by the way, to make any drastic moves. They got a great core. They got young guys who are going to contribute. Keep it together and see how this plays out, right?
Yes, and they were able to see that firsthand in the Oklahoma City Thunder, an organization that was able to build and bring up homegrown products to the level of success that they're experiencing.
That's the blueprint.
And they're running it back again.
They're going to keep running it back. They're not going to stop.
It seems like it.
Yeah.
So that is kind of the blueprint right now in the Western Conference. But I think this team is certainly moving in the right direction. Just getting into the playoffs, fighting for that spot shows that grit that they wanted to see.
And they're not satisfied. Guys, we'll get you out on this. Got about a minute 30 left here. Devin Booker, the owner says they're not trading him whatsoever. Right move, wrong move. What do you think of it? Jake, we'll start with you.
Easy answer here. Of course it's the right decision. Now, I do want them to go out this offseason and look hard at what makes Devin Booker the most successful, what puts him in the best situation to succeed. And I think throughout the history of his career, that comes when he's playing with a point guard, when Booker gets to play off the ball and be a scorer, not a facilitator, not the engine of starting the offense, but someone who can get to a shot and make the offense go by shooting the basketball, not passing the basketball. So keeping Devin Booker, obviously the right move. I want the surrounding cast to be a little bit more in line with the skill set.
Lina, can we bring back CP3?
Hopefully. Hey, CP3, if you're not interested in moving forward in your media space,
sure,
you got your degree there. Absolutely. I think keeping Devin Booker is the right move, not only just because this young man is synonymous with the Phoenix Suns, one of the franchise players that will be forever linked to Phoenix. And so I think to maintain the trust with the fan base, that's number one. But yes, you know everything you need to know about who Devin Booker is as a player and what it takes for him to compete at an elite level. We've seen it. Now how do you execute it? Whatever it takes to give Devin Booker the resources, the players, the time he needs to do his thing at the highest level, That's what this organization needs to focus on. Don't take any calls about moving Devin Booker. Of course, a piece maybe like Jalen Green, Mark Williams. I don't think Dylan Brooks should be on the move, of course. He is now kind of the foundation of this culture. But I think with Brooks and Booker, this team is finding its culture and identity easy.
Yeah, guys, it's plain and simple. Devin Booker is the Phoenix Suns. He will continue to be a Phoenix Sun for the rest of his career. I feel like fans, sometimes they minimize loyalty, which I think is crazy to me in the day and age that we live in. Jake, I agree with you. That finals run, it was something special. When he didn't have to worry about where the ball was going, like he was just to be able to be a different Devin Booker. And the one the Suns need in crunch time, went late in games, especially against a team like Oklahoma City. Figure out how to get the ball out of his hands just a little bit more so he can be that legendary player that I think all Suns fans believe he can be. Guys, thanks for the time.